What's up, YouTube? Zandar the Legend here today. Very excited to be bringing a box of booster packs for the 2015 core set. Now, I know this is a little older, but this is a solid investment box, is the way I feel about this. First off, I just love opening Magic cards. You guys love watching Magic cards be opened. I missed this set, and a critical thing for me in this set is there's a lot of pretty good money cards. A lot of the big time collectors, they want that $50, $60 card, maybe even that $200 Tarmogoyf. But a box I can open that's got 4 cards over $10 and about 10 cards over $5, there's a good chance we can pay this box back off by opening it. But more importantly, I'm a Planeswalker fanatic, and I have a chance to get 6 Planeswalkers in this box instead of the typical 2 or 1 that we've seen in a lot of the other boxes that have come out after this. So hopefully we'll see some solid Planeswalkers today and some additional cards. With that being said, let's get right into it with Handy Dandy Pauladine and see what we can make happen. Some cards to note from this set is going to be Nissa, the World Waker, Goblin Rabblemaster, which Goblin Rabblemaster is the card I would like to get one of those in this box. I would hate to say I bought a box just to get one of those, since I could buy one for right around $15, but would be really cool to get one of those. Our insert for this is going to talk about, your schedule casual events at your store, blah, blah, blah. And a Garruk, a Liliana, a Perilous Vault, Tomb of Yawgmoth, a Johnny. There's so many. Basically, if it's a Planeswalker, you got money. So let's get right into it. As always, I'll go over the anatomy of the booster pack. For the first pack, you're going to have a set indicator down here below. For a common card, it's going to be black, and you're going to have 10 to 11 commons in a pack. You're going to have 3 uncommons, a chance at a rare or mythic, and then a possible premium card. Uncommons are going to be noted by silver. So our first uncommon of the box is an Insult Artifact, a Belligerent Sliver, my goodness, I hope I can start talking better, an Overwhelm, and our first rare or mythic of the box is a Hushwing Gryff, which, not a very good start it looks like. I don't see him even in the top 20 cards, but he's a 3-mana 2/1 with Flash. He's flying, creatures enter the battlefield don't cause abilities to triggers. And a swamp and a tip card. And that is what a booster pack is going to look like. Back to Nature is our first uncommon. Staff of the Sun Magus. There's basically a staff for each color in here. Devouring Light. And our rare is a Spectra Ward, 5 mana, enchantment aura, enchant creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from all colors. This effect doesn't remove auras. Decent card, mountain and a tip card, and we're well on our way to finding a Planeswalker. Ooh, Goblin Rough Rider, making way for our Goblin Rabblemaster. A Meteorite. If you ever want to look at some of these cards, just pause the video and kind of look at it. Oh, that's Chandra right there. Alec Bloodseeker and a Genesis Hydra is our rare in this pack. Now, I thought the Hydra was worth something. He's worth about $2.78. It's an X and 2 mana, 0/0. When you cast the Hydra, reveal the top X cards of your library. You may put a non-land permanent card with converted mana cost X or less from among them onto the battlefield, then shuffle the rest into your library. It enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. Whew. The pack opening is going kind of slow today, guys. I don't know if it's... Did a lot of yard work this weekend, kind of wore out. Broodkeeper, first uncommon. Capsho Kite Fins, an Endless Obedience, and an Aether Spouts. 5 mana, instant ability. For each attacking creature its owner puts on the top or bottom, its owner puts it put it on the top or bottom of his or her library. Wow. A plains, and we have an insect token. Why isn't he just a wasp token? Why does it have to be an insect token? It's pretty evident that's a wasp. Unless I'm missing something. Pretty sure it's a wasp. We have a Juggernaut. Pretty sweet artwork on that card. There's another Staff of the Magus. Nissa's Expedition. And a Pyotithon? I don't know how you say that. 6 mana for a 7/2. When he dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control at the beginning of his or her next upkeep. Tons of damage, no survivability, being a 7/2. Just about anything can get rid of it, so it's nice it can come back. Ulcerate is our first uncommon. First response, Might Makes Right, and Crucible of Fire. 4 mana enchantment, dragon creatures you control get +3/+3. Now, see, you'd think this would see some potential in a soldier token. You got blood on there with the blood moon in the background. Now, you'd think that Crucible of Fire would see some play with Dragons to Tarkir. I mean, there's a lot of dragons running around. Oop, Lightning Strike. It's a staple, and it's a common. You can't ask for more than that. I guess I could be going over some of the really good common staples. But I have a feeling all you guys know those by now. Roaring Primadox, our first uncommon. Warden of the Beyond. Wall of Limbs. And our rare is a Ob Nixilis the Unshackled. This guy's not worth too much because he was on the start of an intro pack, so you would have got him foiled. He's a 6 mana 4/4 flying and trample. When an opponent searches his or her library, that player sacrifices a creature and loses 10 life. When another creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter on the Unshackled. And a swamp. Pretty swamp heavy right now. Spirit token. Nothing too scary about a 1/1 flying spirit if you ask me, but I guess if I saw one in real life, I might say otherwise. There's another staple. Ooh, yeah. You gotta love commons that are just solid enough to be in competitive decks. Just awesome. That's all I gotta say. It's worth buying a box for that if you don't have one. Feast on the Fallen. Oh, a Nightfire Giant. This is a guy from the pack. I was wondering who that was on the pack. Now I know. Rogue's Gloves. And a Jalura Master Polymorphous. Not very valuable card. 4 mana, 2/2. For 3 mana, you can tap, sacrifice another creature, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-legendary creature card. Put that card on the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Hey, another swamp. I'm telling you, it's a swamp-heavy deck. Does that mean we're going to see a Liliana? Maybe? Alright. Military Intelligence. Cone of Flame. Brawler's Plate. And a Scuttling Doom Engine. I think some people run this in their affinity decks, maybe. I thought he saw some play. Maybe I'm wrong. 6 mana for a 6/6. It can't be blocked by creatures with 2 power, 2 or less. When it dies, it deals 6 damage to a target opponent. Nothing worse than a beast token. Nothing worse than whenever you kill a creature and it still hurts you. That sucks. I think we just saw our first premium card of the box. Another Juggernaut, Diffusion Sliver, Ancient Silverback, and a Return to the Ranks. This is a X and 2 mana sorcery. It can convoke. Return X target creature cards with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And our first premium card is a first response uncommon. It's a 4 mana enchantment. At the beginning of each upkeep, if you lost life last turn, put a 1/1 white soldier creature token onto the battlefield. Pretty good looking foil, really. Ooh, another foil card. A lot of foil cards right here in the middle for some reason. Feast on the Fallen again. Constricting Sliver. Congregate. And a Siege Dragon. This is another card that was on the intro packs, I believe. The 7 mana 5/5 flying. When it enters the battlefield, destroy all walls your opponents control. Whenever a Siege Dragon attacks, the defending player controls no walls. It deals 2 damage to each creature without flying that player controls. And our premium card is a Vine Weft common. See if I can't scoot this back a little bit more so you guys can see these a little better. Still have yet to see a Planeswalker. That's typically my luck in these boxes. Wall of Essence is our first uncommon. A Paragon of Eternal Wilds. Illusionary Angel. And a Sliver Hivelord is our first mythic of the box. $7.43 currently. He's 5 mana, 1 of each type. Sliver creatures you control have Indestructible. 5 mana for a 5/5 and makes Slivers indestructible. Pretty solid mythic if you ask me. We have a restock. Warden of the Beyond, Sacred Armory, and an Ackland the Guardian Angel. I love my Angel cards, so of course I'm going to love her. 5 mana for a 5/4, Flying and Vigilance. 2 mana, prevent all damage that would be dealt to another target creature this turn by sources of the color of your choice. 7 mana, prevent all damage that would be dealt to target player this turn by sources the color of your choice. She's just not worth that much for being a Guardian Angel. She's sweet looking. I think it's a really cool card. It's probably because I'm biased with Angels. I'm not going to lie. Always been a huge Angel fan. Wall of Mulch. I don't even think there's a really good Angel deck running right now. Gravedigger, one of my favorite cards as well. Feral Incarnation, and an Aggressive Mining. 4 mana enchantment. You can't play lands. Sacrifice a land, draw 2 cards, activate this ability only once each turn if able. Blah. Oh my gosh, look at that premium island. Holy smokes. And another island as well. Kind of funny. Tormod's Crypt. Heat Ray. Some people used to use this as a red staple as well. Reclamation Sage. I think we saw, this is in the Dragons of Tarkir event deck. It's actually a pretty solid card for green. I mean, when it comes in the battlefield, destroy target artifact or enchantment. It makes sense. And a Sliver Hive. Man, this is the Sliver box, guys. Sliver Hive's about a $4 card right now. You can tap and add 1 colorless to your mana pool. You can tap and add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Spend this only to cast Sliver spells. Or you can play 5 and tap it to put a 1/1 colorless Sliver creature token onto the battlefield. Activate this ability only if you control a Sliver. And we also have a premium uncommon Broodkeeper. Actually looks pretty cool. And we have a Landmine token. Haven't seen one of those yet. Pretty cool looking, I guess. Ooh, Jace. I think he's the least valued Planewalker in this set. A Gargoyle Sentinel. Into the Void. Sacred Armory. And a Chasm Skulker. 3 mana, 1/1. Whenever you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on Chasm Skulker. When it dies, put X 1/1 blue squid creature tokens with Island Walk onto this battlefield, where X is the number of the counters on him. I don't know. He's $2.30. I don't think I'd play with him. Maybe it's a good card to trade with. I don't know. I don't play a lot of the blue creature heavy decks. If I play blue, it's pretty much counter spells, it feels like. Alright. Next uncommon is a Jorby Merklurker. Endless Obedience. Might makes right. And an Obelisk of Erd. 6 mana. About a $2.81 card. It has Convoked. As it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +2/+2. Well, I choose Slivers. And our rare mythic in the box is a Shield of the Avatar. 1 mana. Artifact equipment. If a source would deal damage to equipped creature, prevent X of that damage, where X is the number of creatures you control, and it has a 2 equipped cost. Sadly, this is not a high value card. It's kind of the way it goes. You're always gambling with these boxes. The chance of pulling a rare premium foil, that's one of the money cards, pretty slim. First uncommon's a Kurd Chieftain, Boneweaver Giant, Staff of the Mind Magus, and our first mythic of good value, I feel like, is our Johnny Steadfast. Gotta love him. Oh man, 4 mana for 4 loyalty. You can +1 until the end of turn. Up to 1 target creature gets +1/+1 and gains first strike, vigilance, and lifelink. For -2, you can put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control and a loyalty counter on each other planeswalker you control. And for -7, you get an emblem with, if a source would deal damage to you or a planeswalker you control, prevent all but 1 of that damage. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get that zoomed in for you, but there's no good spot for that text. Just not going to happen. Anyways, guys, sweet card. One of our higher money cards so far, $8.28 currently. And Squid token. Alright, so we're about halfway in the box. Now we're getting to the good stuff. Here comes our Rabble Masters, our Nizzas, our Grooks and Lilivanas. It's happening. The hype train is real right now for Planeswalkers. Meteorite, Shrapnel Blast, Into the Void, and a Spirit Bonds. 2 mana enchantment. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay planes. If you do, put a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying onto the battlefield. For 2 mana, you can sacrifice a spirit. Target non-spirit creature gains indestructible until end of turn. If they're a spirit, they should have indestructible anyways. That's the way I feel about that, but decent rare. Moving on. A Johnny's Pridemate, Paragon of Open Graves, Quickling, and a Polymorph's Jest. 3 mana. Until end of turn, each creature target player controls loses all abilities and becomes a blue frog with the base power and toughness of 1/1. Instant ability for 3 mana. It's just awesome. If they can't counterspell that, you're going to destroy someone. Wow, and we got another rare mythic in this box, or a rare premium. Another aggressive mining. Maybe it's more aggressive because of the foiling process. I don't know. It's a super aggressive mining. I haven't really seen 2 rare premium cards in a box in quite a while. I know it happens a lot in Dragons of Tarkir, but I didn't think it happened in the other one. Turn to Frog, uncommon. It does 1 creature instead of the whole team. Gravedigger, Profane Memento. Man, oh my. I wish aggressive mining was worth something, because you know why? We'd be rich. But evidently mining does not pay off, and that is our 3rd one of the box. So let's see something other than that. Pretty solid uncommon. Dark Steel Citadel, a staple in some decks. Paragon of Open Graves, Wall of Frost, and a Waste Not. 2 mana enchantment. When an opponent discards a creature card, put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield. Whenever an opponent discards a land, you can add 2 mana to your mana pool. Whenever an opponent discards a non-creature, non-land card, you can draw a card. Makes sense that it's worth over $4, as you're definitely wasting not. A beast token. I don't think we've went over the beast token yet. Not a fan of that token, actually. That's probably one of my least favorite tokens I've seen since I've come back to the game. Not very colorful. Not very pretty. Paragon of Gathering Mists, our first uncommon. Ancient Silverback, another Congregate, and a Chord of Calling. X and 3 forests instant. It has Convoke. Search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost X or less and put it onto the battlefield. Then shuffle your library. I believe the Chord of Calling, yeah, it's a $3.55 card. And another landmine token. Okay, we're past the halfway mark in the box now. So we need to start seeing some more higher value cards to make this pay off. Unless the super aggressive mining goes up in value overnight. Hot Soup, Constricting Sliver, Frenzied Goblin, and a Cruel Sadist. 1 mana for a 1/1. You can tap her for 1. Pay 1 life, put a 1/1 counter on the Sadist. Tap her for 3. Remove X 1/1 counters from the Cruel Sadist. It deals X damage to target creature. Pretty good card just to sit back, build up some damage, and hit whatever you want. I see another premium card. I think we're about due for a common one, though. Blood Host. Pretty cool looking card. Back to Nature. Necrogen Scudder. And a Colonian Twin Grove. This is a 6 mana star. Its power and toughness are each equal to the number of forests you control. When it enters the battlefield, put a green tree folk warrior creature token onto the battlefield with this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of forests you control. Wow. Right? So you get him and you get another. Wow, that's value, right? I mean, it's 6 mana. So whenever you play this guy, you potentially got 2 6/6s coming out. And a Hammerhead common is our foil. Premium card. I'll tell you what, green just has the big monster. If you want a big monster, play green, because that's where they're at. Our first uncommon is a Paragon of Fire, a Fierce Defiance. You thought I was going to screw up Defiance, didn't you? A Capsho Kite Fins, Caustic Tar, and a Shivan Reef. There we go. $5.76 land. Tap and add a colorless, or you can tap and add islands or mountains to your mana pool, but it deals 1 damage to you. Very solid cards. A lot of people need the land cards, so that way you can get the mana you need when you need it. I think that's one of the higher value ones too, actually, for those lands. Since a lot of people just run fetch lands anymore. Ulcerate, our first uncommon. First response, Stoke the Flames. That's, I think, our first one of these. This is the uncommon that is worth almost $5 for a single uncommon. 4 mana instant ability. It has Convoke. Deals 4 damage to target creature or player. Just solid. 2 damage early game. So you can pay 2 mana, tap 2 goblins, and deal 4 damage on turn 2. Theoretically, it's not going to happen. Unless you have some of a mana generating effect. But either way, very solid card. There's a reason this is an uncommon at almost $5 right now. I put it in my rare pile. That's funny. A Permanent Captain. Actually, I'm going to keep it in the rare pile because that's worth it. 3 mana for a 2/2. Never seen this guy before. He has First Strike. When he attacks, you may put a soldier creature card from your hand onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. Well, wow, that seems pretty good. You'd think he'd be worth something. I don't know. Is there no good cards? And a Foiled Black Cat. 2 mana for a 1/1. When he dies, target opponent discards a card at random. Oh man, look at that. His eyes glow. That's a cool foil right there. looks like we're down to our last 9 packs. So slowly but surely, we are getting there. Has this box paid off? Do you think we're going to make it pay off in the last 9 packs? Let me know down in the comments below. Sunblade Elf is our first uncommon. A Boonweaver Giant. A Battle Mastery. That's pretty cool looking. And a Caves of Koilos. Tap, add 1 colorless, or tap, add plains or swamp, and it deals 1 damage to you. And I believe I'm blind, or it's worth absolutely nothing. It's worth about $2. Oh, we got an emblem. We got Garrick's emblem. There you go. Pretty cool. Maybe we'll see a Garrick. That'd be kind of nice. Last cards I really want to see is a Nissa the World Waker and a Goblin Rabble Master. So let's cross our fingers. Let's get some YouTube hype going. And let's make it happen all together. If not, I guess I'll buy him. I don't know. The Johnny's Pride Mate is our first uncommon. The Fusion Sliver. Belligerent Sliver. And an Indulgent Tormentor. Now, I'm almost positive this guy's on an intro deck or something. I don't know. It's 5 mana for 5/3 flying. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card unless target opponent sacrifices a creature or pays 3 life. And there's that Tree Folk Warrior. That star token card. I wonder if that card's in the commander deck, because you'd sure think it needs to be. You would sure think it needs to be. A Dauntless River Marshal is our first uncommon. Geist of Moors, a Quickling, and a Hornet Nest. Very solid card. 3 mana for a 0/2. Has Defender, but whenever the Hornet Nest is dealt damage, put that many 1/1 green insect creature tokens on with flying and death touch onto the battlefield. It's a sentence. I don't know why I couldn't read that. It's not like it's a paragraph. Anyways, I get a little excited when I see this card. A lot of decks try to run this. The Hornet Nest is just pretty cool. It's not as good as the Hornet Queen, though. And there's a Spirit token. Alright. Gather Courage, our first uncommon. Stab Wound. Circle of Flame, and a Necromancer's Stockpile. 2 mana, and for a colorless and a swamp, discard a creature card, draw a card. If the discarded card was a zombie card, put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield tapped. And we also got a Welkin Turn premium foil card. Now, I know people like their birds, so that premium foil card might be worth something. Venom Sliver. That one's kind of rare. That's the first time I've seen him. A Roaring Primadox, Feral Incarnation, and a Mercurial Pretender. 5 mana for a 0/0. The Pretender can enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature you control, except it gains 4 mana. Return this creature to its owner's hand. Alright. 4 packs. Only 3 after this. Can we make it happen? Can we pull another Planeswalker of value? Kurd Chieftain, Shrapnel Blast, Jace's Ingenuity, and a Soul of Ravnica. Finally, another Mythic. 6 mana for a 6/6 with flying. For 7 mana, you can draw a card of each color among permanents you control. Or 7 mana, exile the Soul of Ravnica from your graveyard. Draw a card for each color card among permanents you control. Basically has the same effect on both sides. And unfortunately, for a Mythic, it's not even in the top 20 cards of the set. So very, very sad to see that. Here they are, guys. It's that time of the video. If you haven't hit subscribe or like yet, and you've stuck around and watched the video, make sure you do that. It helps me out. It allows me to get more booster boxes, intro packs, anything you'd want to see. If there's stuff you want to see that I'm not opening, leave me a comment down below. Talk with me. I like to talk. I like to talk back. I try to interact with all my fans, and it really, really helps me out. So please do that down below right now. I believe the subscribe or comment button, or the like button will be there, and this subscribe should be right about there. Turn to Frog is our first uncommon, Seraph of the Masses, Necrogen Scuddler, and a Resolute Archangel. 7 mana for a 4/4 flying. When it enters the battlefield, if your total life is less than your starting life total, it becomes equal to your starting life total. So she can heal you all the way back up. But I have to say, not a money card, so we got to keep going. 2 packs, they both have a journey on them. What's the chance? What is the chance of something good here? You know, before I would have said, man, we got a great chance. Whew, but I don't know if I got the YouTube hype, guys. I don't know. I think we lost it along the way. Staff of the Flame Magus, Djibouti the Murklurker, Paragon of New Dawns, and a Goblin Kaboomist. I have about a bajillion of these. 2 mana for a 1/2. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a colorless artifact token named Landmine onto the battlefield with Pay a Mountain. Sacrifice this artifact. It deals 2 damage to target attacking creature without flying. Then you can flip a coin. If you lose the flip, it does 2 damage to itself. Pretty neat card, but not very good. Not very good. So here it is, guys. The last pack of the day. I hope everybody's had a great day. I hope you really enjoyed watching a Core 2015 set unboxing. And let's see what we can make happen with the last pack. Our first uncommon is a Insult Artifact, a Dissipate, a Zathrid Slide Blade. That's the first time I've seen that one. 3 mana, 2/1, Hexproof. Loses Hexproof, gains first strike and death. Not too bad. Kind of heavy mana to do that, though. And our last rare or mythic of the day, before you get back to work or doing whatever it is you're doing today, is going to be a Soul of New Phyrexia, mythic 6/6/6 with trample for 5 uncolored. Permanents you control gain indestructible until end of turn for 5 uncolored. The New Phyrexia from your graveyard, you can exile it. Permanents you control gain indestructible until end of turn. 1 more insect token. So let's go back over what we've got of value today, or what we just got in general from this box, so you can see if this is some purchase you would like to make as well. Hushwing Griff, Soul of New Phyrexia. Let's see how many mythics we got. I think we only got 3. Goblin Kaboomist, Resolute Archangel, Soul of Ravnica, Mercurial Pretender, Welcome Premium Card, Stockpile, a Hornet's Nest, Tormentor, Caves of Kolios, the Glowy Eye Black Cat, Permanent Captain, Stoke the Flames. We only got 1 of those out of the entire box. No wonder why it's worth $4. A Shivan Reef, Hammerhead. There's that Twin Grove, a Cruel Sadist, Board of Calling, Waste Not, Aggressive Mining, Premium Aggressive Mining, Polymorph's Gist. So many rares, I can't hold them all. Spirit Bonds, a Johnny Steadfast. So we got 4 mythics. Rare, Shill of the Avatar Premium, Obelisk of Erd, Scasm Skulker, Premium, Sliver Hive, Premium Island, another Aggressive Mining, 3 Aggressive Minings in 1 box. That's a little aggressive if you don't say. Ackland the Guardian Angel, Sliver Hive Lord, Vine Weft, Siege Dragon, First Response Premium, Return of the Ranks, Scuttling Doom Engine, the Polymorphist, Unshackled, the Crucible of Fate or Fire? Fire, my bad. Pyro Titan, Aether Sprouts, Genesis Hydra, and Spectre Ward. So we did end up getting those 4 mythics in that box. So not too bad, about the minimum of mythics in a box. 2 pretty good ones, 2 pretty blah ones, and that's the way we're going to end it. right there. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Have fun getting back to work or watching your next video of mine.